here I am in TradingView, and I wanted to show you my Radial menus that I've created that allows me to navigate inside TradingView much faster. And they also allow me to do some scripting that I will show you. I'm on a Mac here, so this software that I'm using is for Mac, but there are similar software for PC. So if you're a PC user, you can take this as inspiration and go make your own menus in another type of software. In the next video, I will show you how I actually created this, but for now, I'll just take you on a tour on how the menu works and what I can do with it. So the first thing that I can do is switch timeframes. So I have my 4 mostly used timeframes here: 5 minutes, 2 hours, and daily. Now I also can go to some tickers that I've created. So for example, we can go to Bitcoin real fast. I like to play around on the 5 minute on Bitcoin and do a little quick trading there just for fun. And if I want to go to this index here, which I always use on the daily time frame, this is actually a script right here that takes me not only to the ticker, but it also switches time frame at the same time. So you can see I'm on the 5 minute. If I click this, not only did it change the ticker, it also switched to the daily time frame, which is very useful. So another way of getting around different tickers is if you're in full screen in TradingView, you don't see the watch lists. So sometimes you want to go to a different ticker. You have to remember and type the ticker in, or you have to exit full screen mode and go to the correct watch list and click it. So that's a little bit too cumbersome. So I created a separate menu here with the tickers. I'm probably going to flesh this out with more tickers in the future, but right now I have some of the ones that I most commonly use here. So I can also take screenshots. So right now I copied this entire image to the clipboard, and it's very handy when I do my journaling to be able to do that without remembering pretty complicated keyboard shortcuts sometimes. I also have access to all the tools in TradingView that are connected to a keyboard shortcut. So for example, I can do trend lines, and I can also delete this trend line by a keyboard shortcut that I created for my mouse, a special button on my mouse. Let's do a Fibonacci measured move and delete it. So that's very handy. Now, these are all the tools that TradingView has keyboard shortcuts for. That's why I have them here. And for the ones that don't have keyboard shortcuts, I still use the favorites bar. So the favorites bar is still handy, but the drawback of the favorites bar is that it can become cluttered. So I managed to move some of the tools out of this favorite bar, and I still keep it around for the tools that don't have keyboard shortcuts assigned to them in TradingView. Also, I can switch to my broker's account because I don't place actual trades in TradingView. I place them in my broker's account. So if I click this, not only does it take me to Safari, it also clicks on the persistent tab that I have up here. So it's a script there as well. So if I want to create one of these, I can just take any tab and drag it down here. It becomes a persistent tab, and drag it out and becomes a normal tab. And the advantage of a persistent tab is that this web page lives through multiple windows. So it doesn't matter which window you have open, you always have access to the same web page there. So I also wanted a way to get back to TradingView from Safari. So I created a menu that invokes specifically on Safari. So that takes me back to TradingView. And now if I go back to my broker's account, it switches to Safari and to that page. So now I can go back and forth real quick between my broker's account and Safari. In the past, I used to option tab between the different applications. I'm using TradingView desktop app here, and sometimes I get a little bit confused if I'm on a web page or not. So this is actually very, very quick. If you want this type of workflow for yourself in TradingView, stay tuned for the next video where I will go through how I created this and show you the software that I used to create this marking menu. So stay tuned for that. Thank you. Bye.